Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing a general energy reading, the short reading, for February 15th, 16th, 17th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Taurus. Hi Taurus, how are you all? Okay, I was telling somebody that this seems to be Taurus's season, and it really makes me happy when I'm reading for you because I feel positivity. And that is not all the case with everybody with all the signs that I read. But when it comes to Taurus, I feel like, wow. So let's ride this season out because you have definitely had your ups and downs. Okay, so as always, for the short readings, I use my Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused with Reiki energy, and this is a general reading. It may or may not apply to you. Take what you like, leave the rest. So we're going into the weekend. And with the weekend, and for those that don't know, I am a channeler, so many times over, I get messages and I don't have a filter on it. It just pops out of my head. That's why sometimes I'll ramble a little bit because it's the filter, it's trying to make some sense out of what I'm hearing. But at the same time, I will show you cards because, especially for my subscribers, and this actually is more for my Tauruses and my Capricorns, which are more the earth signs. But it seems like you really connect with both when I show you the cards and with what I'm saying. So sometimes my message may be a little different than the cards. And I do have people that say, yeah, that was what I heard, or that's what's going on. And sometimes the cards are right on. So that's why I like using both sets, both of these. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's shuffle. One card did come out. So anything for the weekend that okay, we got about 4 cards that came out. Oh, we have 5 cards totally coming out. And unless it's like a big mass of cards, if they come out, it means that they need to be said. All of these cards are reversed. So reversed cards are more emphasis. That's what it means to me. Meaning, please, please, please pay attention to me. Okay? So this first card, okay, Taurus, let me kind of move these around so I can actually have some room here. Wasn't set up to have as many cards set out. Okay, this first card is again reversed, and this one is the 8 of Air. Air is, of course, our communication, our thoughts. It's our Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. It's the Wi-Fi energy. And remember, Taurus, how can you not remember? You have been going through this psychic, and I shouldn't say going through because it's not even that you're going through it. Meaning, if you're going through it, it means it'll end, that there was a start and end. And maybe there was a start, but it seems like this is just growing in you. There is more of that psychic connection for you, and I feel like it's still there. I feel like it's still growing, and I'm feeling though that there are actually a lot of Tauruses that are learning now because you're recognizing it, maybe because we've talked about it a little bit, because you're actually learning how to. I don't want to say control it because that means then that you're like putting parameters on it, but you're learning to control how you react to it. And that's really, really very, very important, okay? Because, I've had to learn how to react to a lot of this too. Because sometimes it's just I want to go and talk to people and just say, oh, you really shouldn't be doing that. And it's like, ooh, no. There's some things that you have to have boundaries on. Sometimes, though, it's like you just have to do it, too. But, sometimes the thoughts that come through to me, and I only say this not to make it about me because it's about you, just maybe you can learn, is sometimes you have to protect yourself, okay? Because you don't want to go to somebody and say, I had one time, it was like, whoa, not good person. And you don't want to go into that person's energy and say, you're not a good person. So with that, it was that I should know to stay away from that person. Okay, hope that makes sense to somebody out there, because that is one of the things as you develop this, you think that you need to just it's almost like you just need to give it to everybody, and no, it's not that. Sometimes the thoughts are just for you to protect you. Okay, so anyway, we talked about the 8 of Air and an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. And I really think that this is more about what we were just talking about, that maybe that you don't necessarily know that you actually can control how you react to this onslaught is that this onslaught of this psychic energy. But you need, but maybe during this weekend, maybe you can do, again, the meditation, the grounding. Also go on, I mean, there's so many on, videos on YouTube, that talk about how to protect yourself, not to say that you're all empaths, though to have this, you have to be somewhat empathetic. But there are, so you can look up YouTube for the empaths. I guess I'm saying this weekend's going to be a YouTube weekend for you. Look those things up. Google all the things about how to protect yourself against psychic attacks. Okay, things like that. Look that up for you. Now, let's go on. The other 4 that came out, they're all face up to me, but they are all reversed. So I can't really read them because they're reversed. But we have 2 archangel energies coming, and these are something that really needed to come out. This one is life experience, Archangel Shamiel. And this one is a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. So many of the, okay, and again, I'm going down this other type of pathway, but you can take this and you can apply it to your job, your relationships. I'm talking more, I guess this is going to be more about your spirituality. That now it's kind, and you're an earth sign, so this is a little bit weird for you. However, being an earth sign, going outside, looking at the leaves, looking at the trees, looking at the grass, it's almost like you can hear the grass grow for some of you. I'm not saying everybody, and that would be very disconcerting. But it's almost, you see the birds, and you almost feel like you can commune with them. I really feel like you might be taking that next step into that type of, joining, okay? But this could be your job too. It could be that you're going into a totally new type of job. It could be that you're going into a totally new type of relationship that is life-changing, because I really feel that this is, well, it's a life experience. So it could be something that just fills your life more, but I am feeling more life-changing. And, this is going to be, these are only for 3 days. So 3 days. Now, is it going to be significant and go forward into that? It could. Will you see it and go, I don't want it? You could do that too. You don't have to accept. Just because it comes, you don't have to accept it. You can actually block, okay? So, but it's time to spread your wings. So I'm thinking that there are many of my Tauruses out there that are going to be looking to see how they can actually develop this, but at the same time, it's not so much developing. I really want you to learn to protect yourself, okay? Okay. And that could even be at your job too. You go into your job, and I know this is going into a longer reading, I'm sorry, but you go into your job and, and you can pick up all the energies from these people, and sometimes you can make yourself pliable to those energy, and you can say, okay, this is what they want, so I'll do this. Maybe that's not what you're supposed to do, or in your relationship, maybe you're going to say, okay, I'm going to just do what they want me to do, and maybe that's not what you're supposed to do. I'm feeling like this is a weekend. I'm feeling it's very self-affirming. I mean, it's really, really strong here, and that it's like you're just like finding out who you are, and you're loving it. You're loving who you are. Okay, the next card, and again, this is reverse too. This is Unity with Archangel Sandalphon. And I mean, I know some of these angels. I don't know them all. I'm sorry. I should look him up. So this one is traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. And that's kind of goes along with what I was just talking about. If you are finding these inclinations, do that. At the same time, some of your thought patterns may be kind of going against what the traditional has been, but yet, I look at these as gifts, and these are gifts from, I say, from the divine. I do protect myself from anything that's not of the divine, okay? So again, too. Now let's go into your next one, the 4 of water. And water is our cups in traditional tarot. It is our Scorpio, Cancer, and our Pisces. And this is missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. I'm going more with that, open your eyes to the possibilities. I'm thinking that it's like your mind's blown. It's like I really feel like this is a mind altering time. It's not, It's like it's like a mind expanding time for you. Okay, so let's see what this last card is. This is the Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So again, this is many times what we've been talking about. This is, that heightened psychic abilities. We've been talking about this, and I've been getting a lot of Tauruses saying, yes, that's me. So I really feel, and again, I'm being led down that line. So, you know how I always say it's the mind, the heart, and your spirituality. So that's your soul, spirit, your intuition. So we're going to call that spirituality. And I really think that you have the mind part really down pat. You're the earth. You have that mind part. You have the heart part pretty good too, because part of the heart is the earth too. That spirituality is the one that you need that I shouldn't say you need, because like you need, no, that you want to get a little bit more understanding of. So with that, it's like your spirituality is going to be more of the focus for this weekend. It's more understanding your spirituality, more how to protect yourself within your spirituality, because it's very hard, it's very hard to be inundated by so many, the air signs, the Wi-Fi, so much communication that's going through the Wi-Fi. Okay, so think of yourself as this. Your brain is almost, yourself, your being is almost like a cell phone. And, and the cell phone's always on. And all of your apps are just receiving information. And it's very, very hard to do that. So, your choice is, do you turn that off? Or do you learn to know which apps to, pay attention to? Do you, go down and say, oops, nope, no notification, no notification, no notification. So that's kind of where I'm going with this for this weekend. I really think that this might be your investigation time. You might be looking at a lot of stuff and trying to understand a little bit more. Okay? Okay, wow. Sorry that this is longer than what it's supposed to be, but the cards wanted to be said, and maybe there's one or two Tauruses out there that needed to hear this. So Taurus, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.